Hi, Marty Monster here. Welcome to the Bingel Live Archives. This one's a solo show, so there really isn't much of a need for introduction. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. There we go. That's better. Hello. Welcome to Saturday. Oh, my neck. Sorry. Hi. Welcome to Bingo Live. It's Saturday. It's been a while since we've done a Saturday morning show, even though technically it's Saturday afternoon. Yeah, here we are. Saturday. Nice to see you. You can give me Morning Monster. It's okay. Hello. Hi. Hope you're doing good. You fix my hair. Or fur. Ah. Well, here we are again. It's Saturday morning. Steve! What's up, Steve? How was your birthday, dude? Steve just had a birthday a couple days ago. That's right, he did. Steve, my main man, what's going on? Hope you had a good birthday, man. Why is your arm like that? I don't know. Yep. Steve just had a birthday a couple days ago. Was it Thursday? One of our other friends is celebrating a birthday today. Yep. Happy birthday to our friend John Flynn. He's celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Flynn. We do have one coming up. He's not on Instagram, though. But yeah. We're going to tell a story today, because it's been a while since we've done these Saturday morning shows. We're going to do something special for Halloween, aren't we? Yes, we are. 2 weeks from today is Halloween. Are we going out for Halloween? No, we're not. Are we even going to have trick-or-treaters? I don't know. Honestly, I really don't. Let's see, not much. It was good. Had to work, but you're celebrating Christine today. Aw, that's great. And how is Christine doing? That's great. How is Christine doing? I hope she's doing good. We miss seeing you. We miss hearing from you. We really do. Even though you're friends on Facebook. That is true, we are. You don't really post on there that often. No, although I did. Oh, good. Glad she's doing okay. Good. Good to hear she's doing okay. That's good. So, for those watching this for the first time, this is Marty Monster. Hi. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. This is our Saturday morning show. We started this back in July, although we kind of took a break for a while. We don't know why. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Anyway, this is my little puppet, Marty Monster. Isn't he cute? He loves taking over the screen. Yep, yes he does. So today we're going to tell you a little story. Except we don't have a story. Actually, no we don't, you're right. Let's find one on archive.org. That's our favorite place to find stories. Yeah, we were not prepared for today's show. We just got off. I just got off talking with my cousin, and yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it was just awesome. Hopefully everybody had a good week. It is Saturday. Those on Support Force, especially you, TTV. Big talent show tonight. Yes, it's tonight. The big talent show's tonight. At 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/supforce. Let's try it again. twitch.tv/supforce. That's right. And I will be hosting it. And I won't be until later. Right. He was going to submit something, but he wanted to be fair. That is true, and I post a lot of stuff on the Quip of the Week anyway. Yeah. So what should we read today? That's a good question. How about we read a good Halloween story? Oh, good. Because Halloween's right around the corner. That's true. It is right around the corner. So what are you doing for Halloween? Anything fun? I hope so. If you do, please be safe. Please. Hey, did you hear the Times Square New Year's thing's going virtual? I did. I'm very sad about that. Yeah. Well, hey, at least we get to all scream out Jumanji from our homes. How do you know about the Jumanji thing? I remember we're always watching TikTok together. Oh, that's right. That's right. We're on TikTok as well. So we know a lot about these trends. Yep. And when midnight hits, we're all going to be screaming, Jumanji! If you haven't watched the original movie, you need to. Great movie. Great movie. Have you read the story yet? I did, actually. Ooh, okay. What did you find? It's a story called The Story of Halloween. Where am I on this one for that long? Okay. Here we go. This is a story called... I'll let you take over this part. Okay. Ugh. Sorry. Just gonna... There we go. Camera will flip around there. There we go. Here we go. Today's story is called The Story of Halloween. Written by Carol Greene, illustrated by Linda Bronson. Here we go. Let's see, what does it say here? Here we go. See, this book came out in 2004. We need some Halloween music, though. Not thrill or anything, but, you know. Un momento. 1 second. You gotta find some good eerie music. 1 second. Sorry, I'm not exactly prepared. But that's the thing about doing these live shows. They're fun anyway. So, there we go. We'll go ascending. Here we go. Okay, let's begin. Grinning jack-o'-lanterns, crowds of clowns, monsters, fairy princesses, and space travelers tramping through crunchy leaves. A chilly breeze tickling the back of your neck. Chorus of voices yelling, trick or treat, and candy. Lots of candy. That's Halloween. Ghosts and droids and singers. Hilltop fires blazing against a black velvet sky. Murmured prayers in an old graveyard. That's Halloween too. The way it used to be. The story of Halloween begins over 2,000 years ago. At that time, people known as Celts lived in Great Britain, Ireland, and northern France. October 31st was the last day of the year for them. They called it Samhain, which means summer's end. On Samhain, the Celts thanked the sun for their harvest and honored it with a fire ceremony. Each household put out the fire that it used for its warmth and cooking during the previous year. The priests, called Druids, rubbed dry oak branches together until they made sparks. The Druids then used the sparks to light huge bonfires on nearby hills. Later, the head of each household would take embers from one of the bonfires home to start a new fire. The Celts began... Hold on, let me zoom this in. That's better so you can see it just a little bit. The Celts believed that their new fires, born from the bonfire's embers, would protect their homes during the coming year. But on Samhain itself, they counted on the bonfires for special protection. On Samhain, they believed the ghosts who died during the past year came back with elves, fairies, and other scary creatures. And just like that one. Hold on 1 second. Oh, must be mine. 1 second. Hello? Hello? I'm good, how are you? Good. I know Mom's not here. I think Dad's working out in the garage. Yeah, she's still getting her hair done. Okay. Yeah. And then click the text box. When you go into messages, click the text box. Type your message. I don't know either. You'll probably have to go in and into contacts and change that to her home phone. Or whatever you want. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I am. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Love you. Bye. Sorry about that, good people. That was my grandmother calling. She just got a new phone recently, and I'm trying to help her out with that. Anybody else came in? No, figured. Okay. All right, let's continue our story, shall we? In AD 43 AD, the Romans conquered the Celts. The Romans held different beliefs, but they also celebrated a harvest ceremony around October 31st. Their feast honored Pomoa, their goddess of fruits. Since the Romans had just finished harvesting apples and nuts from their trees, they offered some of each to Pomoa. This was their way of saying thank you, of encouraging Pomoa to give them a good crop again the next year. Of course, the Romans ate some of the apples and nuts too, but they also used them to tell the future. In the years that followed, Christian missionaries came to the Celts and told them about a different God. Gradually, the Celts accepted their ideas until Christianity became the main religion of Great Britain. In the 700s, the Roman Catholic Church decided that November 1st would be named All Saints' Day, or All Hallows, Holy Ones' Day, a time to remember and honor special people who have died. On the evening before All Hallows' Eve, which was shortened to Halloween, people visited cemeteries and prayed for loved ones buried there. But people in Great Britain still held on to some of their old ideas. Many, especially those who lived in the country, continued to believe that spooks wandered around on October 31st, bothering their crops and animals. So they went burning bonfires, telling scary stories, eating nuts and apples, and playing a game called Bobbing for Apples. In some parts of England, folks wandered from house to house, begging for soul cakes, or currant buns, or a penny at least. They sang, if you haven't got a penny, a half penny will do. If you haven't got a half penny, then God bless you. Wait, why does that song sound familiar? Wait. Hold up. That's some of the lyrics to Christmas is Coming. That's creepy. I did not know that. Wow. Not all of the... Hey, you find different music. Heat. Not all of these old-time trick-or-treaters wanted soul cakes or pennies, however. Some would rather make mischief. They traveled in groups, blocking up their neighbors' doors or covering their chimneys. Covering their chimneys so the smoke would stay inside. Often they wore masks so their neighbors wouldn't know who they were, just as trick-or-treaters often do today. And if someone complained, they just said, "Oh, the spirits did it." Folks in Ireland also held on to some of the old traditions. Groups of people traveled from house to house asking for food and money, sometimes for the poor and sometimes for themselves. Let's see. Oh, you're at Epcot. You're at Epcot today. Nice. Hope you have fun. Where was I? Oh, yes. They promised good luck for the generous and trouble for the stingy. But while some did all this in the name of St. Columba, a Christian monk, others did it for Muck Ola, a druid god. Instead of using regular lanterns to light up their All Hallows Eve activities, the Irish often hallowed large turnips, rutabagas, and potatoes. Then they carved ugly faces into the vegetables and stuck candles inside. The people of Great Britain remember the old custom of fortune-telling on Halloween. They still believe that the world of the spirits came closer to the world of the living at that time than any other. And so, just maybe they thought, those spirits would help them learn what lay in the future. In Ireland, people ate calcannon, a mixture of mashed potatoes, parsnips, and onions. Hidden in the food were 4 objects. Whoever got the ring would be married that year. Whoever got the little china doll would have children. The finder of the thimble would never marry, and the finder of the coin would get rich. Others used apples to tell their future. They would toss the whole peel over their left shoulder, and when it landed, whatever it initially appeared to form would be that of the person that would marry. In the 1840s, the potato crop failed in Ireland. Potatoes were a big part of the Irish diet. Without them, many didn't have enough to eat. Thousands of them decided to flee to the United States to begin new lives. But the Irish also brought with them many old traditions from their former lives, including those of Halloween. After that, many more Americans began celebrating Halloween. Just getting some music up here. Here we are. One story the Irish brought to the United States told of a man from long ago named Jack. Jack was not a good man. He drank too much, and he wouldn't share with anyone. Jack is the stingiest man around, folks said. Everyone knew Jack wouldn't get into heaven, but after he played some dirty tricks on the devil, he couldn't get into hell. After all he could do was wander around in the dark. Eventually, the devil felt sorry for Jack. He gave Jack a glowing coal so that he could see where he was going. Jack stuck it into a carved turnip, and that became his lantern. A jack-o'-lantern. Jack of the Lantern. Americans substituted a local vegetable, the pumpkin, for Jack's turnip. There were plenty of pumpkins around in late October. They were easier to carve, and they looked just right, grinning on Halloween. By the end of the 1800s, people across America were celebrating Halloween. They especially liked trick-or-treating, a tradition that came partially from the Irish, who went around in masks asking for food and money, and partially from the English, who asked for salt cakes and pennies. Mischievous Americans ignored the trees and just played tricks. Their neighbors might wake up on November 1st to find their windows soaked, their hay wagon on the roof, or their pigs shut up in the outhouse. And if someone complained, they just heard, "Oh, the goblins did it." Americans also fell in love with costumes as part of Halloween, an idea that may have come from several different places. Some Irish wanderers wore masks, and sometimes boys dressed like girls and girls dressed like boys. In England, people wore costumes for Guy Fawkes Day, a holiday on November 5th. And hundreds of years before Americans ever heard of Halloween, Europeans used to hold parades around their churches on All Hallows Day, when some people dressed as saints, angels, or devils. Maybe American trick-or-treaters just decided to dress up as ghosts, witches, goblins, or other frightening creatures because they were still frightening even after so many years. After all, a big part of Halloween continues to be acting scary or scared. Unfortunately, some pranksters did real damage with their tricks. They broke street lights, slashed car tires, and even set fires. People used to be afraid of spooky creatures on Halloween. Now they had to be afraid of other humans. And it was no longer safe for young children to go trick-or-treating. Community leaders talked about the problem. They knew how much people loved Halloween. They didn't want to stop celebrating it, but they had to do something to make it safer, especially for children. Soon, different communities came up with different solutions. In some, everybody who wanted to march in one big parade. In others, schools, parks, and other shopping areas held smaller parades for children. They often gave prizes for the best costumes. Some store owners cleverly figured out how to stop children from soaping other people's windows. They had children draw Halloween pictures and enter them into a contest. The winner could then color their pictures on big store windows. In 1950, a group of Sunday school children near Philadelphia collected $17 while trick-or-treating. They decided to send the money to the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF. UNICEF helps poor and sick children around the world. Other people thought this was a great idea. Now, millions of people in the United States trick-or-treat for UNICEF. Some get money and candy. They take the money to collection centers, where adults give them a party. The Irish, who collected food and money for the poor centuries ago, would be proud of these children today. Halloween parties have become another popular way to celebrate in the United States. And once again, some of the traditions go way back. Bobbing for apples in a tub of water and eating candy apples to bring mind. The ancient Romans and their goddess of fruits, Pomoa. Ghosts and other creatures that frightened the Celts showed up as costumes and decorations today. So do other creatures like owls, bats, and spiders, which scared people long ago because they come out at night. A cheerful jack-o'-lantern in front of someone's window is the descendant of a rutabaga, turnip, or potato in long ago Ireland. And when someone begins telling spooky stories on a Halloween party, he or she is doing the same thing others did in Great Britain hundreds of years ago. Sorry, I gotta find music again. Okay, this should work. Hold on. A cloudy October night. No moon, no stars. The dogs bark and you step outside. It's chilly. Suddenly, something brushes against your face. Is it a ghost or just a spiderweb? You shudder. The dog barks again. Now you see them. Horrible grinning faces coming toward you. No, they're just a bunch of carved out vegetables with lights outside. But who are those people in the masks carrying them? Why, they're your neighbors collecting food and money. Now everyone is talking and laughing. The dog is wagging his tail. Give your visitors some coins and apples. Lots of apples. Whatever year it is. Happy Halloween. That was The Story of Halloween by Carol Greene, illustrated by Linda Bronson. That was a very interesting story. I know. It was a very interesting story. I never knew about that about Halloween. That's cool. I'm still learning about these holidays. I really know a lot about Christmas, which I can't wait for. How many days is until Christmas? What, 69 days? Yeah, 69 days away until Christmas. Wow, that's less than 10 weeks. It's almost 10 weeks until Christmas. Can you believe that? Christmas is going to be here soon. Wow. Have you started thinking about your Christmas list yet? Actually, yes, I have, actually. Now, what would you like for Christmas? Well, for one, I would love to have an LED light. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. So we're going to be redoing our studio here pretty soon. Yeah, Dad's going to help me. We're going to completely redo our studio here. We're going to get rid of this futon behind us here, because we've had this one for years. And it's going to be, I'm going to love this. I'm going to love it. Now, there's a fireplace over there. Saki! Hello! Hi, Saki. Saki, how are you, buddy? You just missed our story. We were talking about the story of Halloween. Check it out later. It's great. But yeah, we would push that fireplace back, but unfortunately we can't. No, we would push that wall back. That's what we meant to say. We meant to push the wall back, but we can't because the fireplace is there. Keep in mind, this house was built in the 1950s. About what, 1958? Something like that, yeah. Yep. Get your shoulder out of the way there. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. I want to apologize for someone calling me earlier. That was my grandmother who called earlier. Yep, that was his grandma. She just got a new phone recently, and he's still helping her out with it. Yeah, but she's doing good. I think she's doing okay. What else should we talk about here? I don't know. I know I can teach everybody how to become a puppeteer. Oh yeah, like Chris Palmieri used to do. God, we miss seeing him on Facebook Live every Saturday. That was a Saturday morning tradition for me. Hold on. You can give me a shot. Okay. So if you have a puppet with you, you can do that. You can just use your hand. Yeah. Because your hand is a puppet too. Right. Now, one of the big things that's really important is lip sync. Lip sync is very important when it comes to puppeteering. Sure, moving the rods is pretty important too. If you have like a hand rod puppet like I do, then that's pretty important too. Just bite the rod, yeah. I mean, it's right there. I couldn't resist. I know. But lip sync is really important. So we're going to count up to 6 first, and there's a reason why. We're going to count up to 10, but there's a reason why we're going to stop at 6. You'll see in just a second. Okay, have your puppet ready. Oh, yeah. The way to hold it, you don't want to do like at smack. No. You want to kind of like throw the key away. Good, just like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now 7 has 2 syllables. You don't want to do 7. Good. You want to do 2 syllables. 7. Good. Let's try it again. Ready? 7. Excellent. One more time. 7. Awesome. And then just go the rest in there. 8, 9, 10. Very good. Very good. These puppets are weird. I know, but it's something Chris Palmieri used to do when he went live on Facebook every Saturday morning, and now we're carrying on the tradition. Yep, we're carrying on the Saturday morning tradition. Yep, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do shows, a lot of Saturday morning shows heading towards the end of the year. We will tell you some weeks that we're not doing a Saturday morning show. That being the Saturday after Thanksgiving. When is that? November 28th? Let me look. Yeah, November 28th. Yeah, November 28th we won't be doing a Saturday morning show. And then December 26th we will not be doing a show. That's why we're doing 2 Christmas Day shows. One at 3 p.m., one at 9. Yep, 1 at 3, 1 at 9. Yep. 1 at 3 p.m., 1 at 9 p.m. That's why we're doing 2 shows because, well, number 1, it's Christmas Day. Number 2, his mom's side of the family doesn't look like they're going to be coming for Christmas Day. No. I mean, we might still be able to pull it off, but I don't know. A lot of his mom's side of the family is older, so, yeah. We just don't want to take that risk. Now, Dad's side of the family is a lot younger. Yep. So, it's sad you're not going to be able to see your new baby cousin. I know. We just had a new baby cousin in the family back in July. Her name is Ellie Rose. She was born on July 4th. And we haven't seen her once. But she's doing great, though. She's doing great. Which reminds me, Mom hasn't showed us pictures. No, Mom shows us pictures every day. So, yeah. So, again, please say, there might be a show next week. What is going on out there? No, people just having fun. Oh, that's cool. That was cute. They were kids on a wagon. You used to have a wagon, didn't you? Yep, I used to have a little red wagon. We don't anymore. I grown out of it. Didn't you used to have a castle you used to play in? Yep, that was here first couple months you were here. But then they decided to give it away to some kids. His dad knew a friend who had some little kids, and sure they'll spend many happy years at that castle, just like you. Yeah, we had that castle. My dad actually built it for me when I was 3. So that's 2003. Yep. But as we grew older, we couldn't fit in it anymore. Our old cousins absolutely loved it. But we decided to give it to some kids because they were definitely not going to tear it down. Oh no, that would have been devastating. I'd have been devastated that thing was torn down. But it's not. It's just in a new location now. Yep, and that's what makes him happy. Yep, as long as some kids enjoy that castle as much as I did when I was a little kid. That's what makes me happy. Yep. So, that's our Saturday morning show. We want to thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our story, too. If you missed it, you can go back and watch it on our IGTV. Hey, do you have any guests this week for Bingel Live? Not that I know of. We know a couple of guests who won't be coming on for a while. Lyric and Puppets, they won't be on for a while. Oh, yeah. That reminds us. Brett, we're thinking of you, man. We really are. Brett Hansen, he's a performer of Trog and many others from Lyric and Puppets. He's currently recovering from surgery. He went to surgery a couple days ago, and he's recovering. He's doing well. But we're thinking of you, Brett, and we hope you have a speedy recovery. Let's see. We're still trying to figure out when we're gonna have Francis from Burkle on our show. We're still thrilled about that. Yes, we are. We are very thrilled to have Francis on. But she's been really busy too. Her schedule's been crazy lately. Yeah. Yep. So come back next week, next Saturday morning, and we'll do it at an earlier time, of course. But we'll see you next week. Marty Monster Love. I'll see you next week. Today's story was the story of Halloween, written by Carol Greene, illustrated by Linda Bronson, published by the Cale Austin Foundation, copyright 2004.